Welcome back to Pop Culture Theory. I am Saccora, and we are here today with an extra special Dragon Ball Super card game draft box opening. Now, what makes this one so special? Well, this is going to be part of our week-long giveaway starting on March 4th through March 10th. We're going to be doing giveaways for all of our favorite pop culture things, including multiple games. We've already announced our Pokemon giveaway and our Final Fantasy giveaway, so now it's time to talk about Dragon Ball. And so how I wanted to do this is I'm going to talk to you guys about what comes in the Dragon Ball Super Draft Box. You guys can kind of see the outsides there. I'm going to start taking this plastic off while I give you the spiel. We're going to see what comes inside these boxes, and we're going to talk about the concept of drafting and what you can do in Dragon Ball to draft. Now, drafting is a whole other thing than when you're playing in Constructed. Limited and Constructed are two different formats completely, and drafting might be my favorite format for a lot of games. I love that Dragon Ball has introduced it, and it's been pretty much what I've been playing exclusively since these draft boxes have come out, and since the GTS drafts were announced. If they are near your local card shops, I recommend you check them out. Alright, so first you get this cool box. It has the outside sleeve, we're going to set to the side here, nothing cool there. But you got the cool box. I like these, they're a nice like 500 card box if they're sleeved. You can fit a lot in there. But inside the box has, and I got the Frieza. Bionic Strike Mech Frieza. We're going to set that right there, let you guys see that. I was actually really hoping to get that particular leader with this. You get 4 of those leader cards in here. And I get 1 of the official tournament pack 1. And that's where we're going to start off talking about our giveaway here. That official tournament pack 1, I'm going to open at the end of the video. Whatever card is inside, I'm giving away. And that's just one part of my Dragon Ball Super giveaway stuff. We're going to talk a little more about that here in a bit. Also inside, you're going to get a lot of packs. Set that box over the side there. Alright, so you see I got packs for both. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 of Galactic Battles, and I should have the same amount for Union Force. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, what these are meant for is drafting. We're not going to do drafting today, we're just going to pop them open and see what we get. But typically, the way these drafts work, let me slide everything around here so you guys can see what we got going. How these drafts work is you get 3 of each pack. So this would be your typical draft setup that you're going to open. And when you open your pack, you're going to choose 1 card. You're going to then pass it to the left. You'll do that with the, let's say, Galactic Battles first, and then on the next one, Union Force, you'll open the pack, choose 1 card, pass to the right. And you're going to build your deck that way. This is a 4-player draft kit, so you can buy it and you can go play with your friends. You can get 3 of your best friends together, go play a draft together. There's enough cards for you all to build a deck, as well as you've got this tournament pack that can be like the prize. Everybody also gets one of our leader packs that we were talking about here earlier. So, we're not packs, leader cards. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to open the first one as if it was a draft. And I'm going to kind of talk to you guys about how you can draft in Dragon Ball Super, because that's something a lot of people don't understand, is how you do a draft. So let's go ahead and talk about what we get in this. I'm going to start with the Galactic Battles pack like we do at the shop here. And we're going to see what we get. Okay, Flexible Trunks, King Vegeta, Sorbet, Full Power Vegeta, Zarbo, Trunks, Vegeta, Evolution Premonition, Frost, Son Goku, Mighty Striker Son Gohan, Ginyu Force, and Whis. So you will then choose 1 card out of the cards we've selected here. There's a couple of good options here. You don't get this much time normally in the draft to lay it all out, but you have a lot of green that popped up in this pack. So if I'm thinking I'm going to go green at all, that might be where I want to go. A little bit of blue, and I always like to look for good blue cards. 3 yellows and the 1 red there. And then another blue with the Whis. If I'm getting this hand, I'm probably looking over here. I'm probably going to be grabbing this Trunks Protector of Children, or possibly going for the Vegeta, maybe Implacable Trunks. Just the green selection here was really good, but it didn't give me any immediates. I've been looking a lot for green, red, occasionally blue. I know blue is the fan favorite around here. If you see Senzu Beans, grab them. If you see objections, grab them. You know, there's some obvious answers. Now, there is draft rules that come with this. They kind of show them to you guys. It will explain to you at home how to do your draft, what you guys need to do step by step. Some stores do things a little bit differently in that we have Sorry, getting ahead of myself. So at the store we do the Union Force pack next. The Union Force goes to the right, and the Galactic Battles go to the left. So the draft rules there are going to be just a tad bit different than what you might play at your local card shop, but they should be pretty much the same. The concept of taking one card each and building your deck is still going to be the same. So after that whole pack would be passed out and you've built your deck out of that, you're going to start the next one. Now, this is one of the details I was going to mention. At our store, for instance, they have you draft leaders. I think the actual draft kit has you take your leaders out. That way you're not drafting the leaders and you just have a choice of that. And it also kind of depends if you're doing out of the draft kit or if you're in those GTS drafts I mentioned. So there's our selections from the second pack. Now, I've already said I would probably select a green in that first pack, so I'm going to go look. Androids are really strong right now. I'd probably consider that android there. Krillin, possibly. I also have Tien here, maybe. Then I could also be looking into getting into my second color. So maybe I want to go into red, possibly get into blue here. We got a couple of ways we could do this. Or we could go for the Evolving Lifeform Cell. Not quite where I would go with the draft. Typically, I like to keep my costs low and go pretty aggressive in drafts. There's not as much that people can do about it. They can't really build control as well in drafts. So, some things to remember. When I'm building through here, there's actually a couple leaders I'm looking for that I really hope I can pick up in the draft and that will help me out. Now, I would not mind at all drafting yellow and grabbing it toward the Bionic Strike Mecha Frieza. It's a great card. I've seen some awesome drafts happening with it. This time we got Aid Vados. I definitely prefer the Mecha Frieza over the Aid Vados there. Oh, here we got a Senzu Bean. I'm going to probably draft that just to pick up Senzu Beans, but beyond that, I would probably consider running blues if I get enough Senzu Beans, things like that. But oh, look at that. We got an SPR. That is the SPR Lightning Fast Hit. I'm so excited we got that. It wasn't my plan to put this into the raffle, but let's say this. If we can go ahead and get at least 10 of you guys subscribed to this channel for the raffle, I'm going to toss that in. And that'll get us talking about the raffle for just a second. What we're going to be doing for this raffle is it's absolutely free to all you guys. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel. You subscribe to the channel and then like the videos. For every Dragon Ball video you like between now and the end of the raffle, you're going to get a chance to win these. So I'm going to throw in that official tournament pack no matter what, but I'm going to toss in this Lightning Fast Hit SPR if at least we get 10 likes and subscriptions through this video. So, I'm going to put that on display for just a second as I get our packs organized. I got 2 more Union Force and 1 more Galactic Battles out of this set, and a lot of other stuff. So that is just one SPR that I've hit. I'm a couple packs in. Let's go ahead and we're going to speed it up a little bit, do the Union Force next. So we got the Goku Black. That is another one of the leaders we could pick up. Twin Brother Android 17 I might go for. And then Ghost Attack Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. That would be something I might consider if I was able to see some of the stuff to evolve into and if I want to go for the Red Aggressive. And Green Red Aggressive might be one of my favorite builds right now. Let's see what we get in our next Galactic Battles pack. Now, of course, in that last one, I would have drafted that SPR over the Senzu Bean just because you want to keep that draft. Some places I've seen are doing draft for picks at the end. I don't like that as much, at least not. I do in Magic and sometimes, but I don't like it as much in Dragon Ball here. I really want to keep what I'm picking. Alright, so we got some good cards there. I would note that probably, like that one there, I mean, Ultimate Judge can work out if you're going those colors. It really, at this point in the game, it kind of depends where you're going on colors. So, what your strategy is. I really like the green control aspect, being able to control your opponent's hand, and I like red aggression, but at the same time, blue is probably the most popular for a reason right now. The mana control in blue, the ramp in blue, it just is ridiculous. Yellow plays a lot like white weenies in many ways. Oh, we got another super rare, look at that. Returning Evil Golden Frieza. Because we have the Frieza leader, I've seen some really good yellows. I, by this point, would probably be considering picking some stuff up. It really depends where we were in the draft. Maybe I would be picking that up just to have at the end. Depends if I picked up enough yellow. So we don't have a full draft going on here. I'm just kind of giving you guys some ideas, but that is what a full set of draft packs looks like. So you'd have roughly that many cards by the time you're done with the draft. Now, I've got 3 more sets of drafts that we're going to be going through real quick, but let's keep that SPR right there, and we're going to do the rest of this more like a box opening, and we're just going to highlight some really cool cards and what you can do with them, especially in limited form. Once again, this is part of a giveaway. Go ahead and like the video here, subscribe to the page if you like the video, and subscribe to the page. Whatever's in this pack at the end is going to go into the raffle, maybe even our Lightning Fast hit, as well as I've got some other cards I'm going to announce later. Now, talking about drafts, this is my boy. In drafts especially, I love Super Saiyan Godson Goku. Start him on this side, he has double strike to begin with. So right off the bat, I'm taking 2 of my opponent's lives. It's a great way to go, especially if I have green in there to control their hand size after. When he flips over, he's double striking, gaining a card. I just love having that leader double strike right off the bat. One of my favorites, especially in draft format. So he would be one of the ones I would absolutely consider picking up, especially here we got Champa, God of Destruction. I know lots of people love Champa, especially for that same red aggression. I prefer Son Goku. People call me stupid for that a lot of the time, but at the same time, I've beaten a lot of Champa decks, especially, again, in this limited format. So, if I'm just speaking here, Son Goku over Champa, that's my opinion. Alright, let's see what we get next. Alright. Base rare there. So 4 cost, that would be one I might consider playing there. The counter attack's great. I don't like going too high cost in draft. That's a key thing. Some of these that are better cards in limited that have higher costs going into 5, 6, 7s are things that I would not consider in draft. Speaking of things I would consider though, Saiyan Kaba. Going back to how I really like that red-green strategy, Saiyan Kaba is really, really good at burning your opponent down fast. I can get it, possibly, I've had it happen that 1 turn in, I can burn them down half their life points. You really want that hand management if you're going to do that, though, otherwise they're going to be able to combo back really, really fast. So Saiyan Kaba, keep that one in mind, especially if you like red aggression. I love the androids. The androids are just great synergy, and a lot of people pass them up, so it's one thing that I would consider. I'm not as big into yellow. Now, yellow can be really good, but in draft, it can be hard to pull all the mechanics out. So, because I pulled this Frieza, I would consider running yellow, but I just am a little in between whether that would be the right way to go here. I would really have to see the right handful of cards coming back at me to consider yellow. Otherwise, I would be using that as a backup probably. Hit is another good one just for the base combo, and he's a 15,000 at 2. It can work out pretty well, but Boost Attack Piccolo is who we're picking up here. If you're running blue, you're picking him up. He's one of the more popular boost attacks right now, and that's who I would be going for. You get to the end here, Ultimate Form of Golden Frieza is one of the least common picked up, especially if you are drafting the leader rares. I see him often passed off at the end. Again, it can be really hard to hit all the right pieces to make that deck fire off. Looks like there's some good blue love in this side. I do like the Majin Boos. There we go, is an example of an 8 cost. So the Unstoppable Goku, I don't know if I would run an Unstoppable Despair Goku Black Rose. Maybe a 1 of if I was on a heavy blue theme, but 8 of in a draft can just be really difficult sometimes. I am liking to end it before turn 8 in a draft often because they don't have all the mechanics to fire back and construct it and draw the game out the same way. They're not going to have 4 Senzu Beans. They're not going to have a lot of those pieces that help them draw the game out and get to those late game turns. That being said, I'm still probably picking up energy boosted Majin Buu, especially if I'm running that color, if I've been committed to it. If I am committed to red though, Kaba's Awakening is an awesome one. I love that it adds 6,000 power, putting you 1,000 over any of those 5,000 combo blockers. And then you got the Golden Frieza. Great card, but I would have probably gone for one of the commons, at least in this draft situation here. If you guys see any other cards you just really wish I would throw in the raffle, let me know in the comments below. That's kind of why we're here today. We want to really find out what you guys are looking for. Let's see. What did we get from the draft? Some Bulma. Objection. Again, probably grab an Objection, especially if I'm in blue. Even if I'm not in blue, I might pick it up just to have for my own set if we're not drafting for picks at the end. So, anyways, this whole week of giveaways is part of trying to build our fan base up and find out what you guys want us to be producing, what kind of videos you want to see. We are into so many different things here at Pop Culture Theory, and I've got a team I'm starting to build around me, and we really want to know what content you guys all want to see. This is another one of the commons that I don't really mind. I can work with it, but I prefer that earlier Goku that I showed you in draft format here. talking about these Android 17s, I see a lot of them, and man, if you can get the Android 17s and 16s, another one in here, Metacooler, gets passed on a lot. Let's go ahead and set these to the side. All right, we would be down. Oh, no. We got 2 more packs on one side and 1 more pack on the other side for this draft pack, and then we would be down to our last draft kit officially. Kind Saiyan Son Goku is another great draft if you're going for blue, but I can't speak about this Kappa's Awakening enough. If I'm running red, I'm going to pick up any of those I can. Most stores run drafts the same way, where there is no limit to how many cards you can have in your deck if you are drafting them. So if I pick up 4 Kappa's Awakenings, I can have 4 in my deck. But drafting 4 of them is what gets very difficult. Also, the way most drafts work is everything you draft is your sideboard. You can edit between games. You are not locked into the one deck you build at the beginning if you don't like it. I would probably pick up the Ultimate Evil Dark Prince Vegeta if I'm running red there. At 4 costs and double strike, he can really help me close out the game. Again, I am really hyping up red-green for draft purposes. I know blue is one of the most favorite colors, but it's really hard to draft because so many people like drafting in the blue. I like to throw them all a surprise, watch them not get all the cards they want, and hit those red-greens really hard. But, man, I'm seeing a lot of blue love and a lot of yellow love that I wasn't seeing earlier. Again, here's another one of those Infinite Force Metacoolers. It's a great card, but it's a little expensive, and I see him often come back around during the draft. Alright. We are on to 3 Galactic Battle Packs and 3 Union Force Packs. This would be the last official draft kit. Senzu Bean. Again, I'm picking that up, especially if I'm running blue, but even if I'm not, I'm probably grabbing Senzu Beans. And here is the Godbreak Sun Goku. He's pretty expensive, but if he comes back around, if he survives that first round, I might pick him up and throw him in my hand, especially if I've got that blue motive going. Now, you do have the Android leader. It can work. I have worked it if it is the leader that I draft, but I prefer having some of the other more aggressive leaders there. And when I was talking about Champa earlier, I don't mind Champa. I just like that Goku more. I actually draft Champa and use him pretty frequently if I can't see that Goku. Shield Army General there. Alright. So one more time, let's talk a little bit about this raffle we're doing. It is completely free to all of you guys. You don't have to enter in at all other than to subscribe and like the videos. We will talk about our Patreon at the end, but you don't have to subscribe to the Patreon to be part of these raffles here. Just go ahead and subscribe to the channel here and like the videos to get your entries in. They will be between March 4th and March 10th, and I will be a little more specific on what raffle is when here coming up. Alright, here we got Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. That is a leader I would draft if I come across him. The crit is ridiculously good in the regular game, but it's even better in draft, I find. Nobody's ready for it in limited. They need those cards. And if I'm running blue, I'm going to try to get into Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Now let's, real quick, stop on Shoot for a second. 2 costs, 15k, 5,000 combo for 0. He's actually really decent, especially in draft format. You're probably not going to find me running him in my actual constructed deck, but in draft format, those stats are looking good. Alright, 2 packs left. There's that leader again. I can't hype him enough. Super Saiyan Godson Goku coming off of Sun Goku. He is starting with double strike, and that is just super threatening in draft. And there's the Senzu Bean. Here's where I would have a hard time. I would probably pick up Senzu Bean first, even if I'm not expecting to run blue, and expect that Sun Goku's coming back to me. But that could bite me in the ass. But, oh, here's a boost attack Piccolo, too. This hand tells me that I want to run blue. And I want everything in this hand. Drafting this would be very difficult for me. That whole pack would be looking good, all the way up to that Vegeta at the end with the dual attack and the critical there. Alright, that gives us 1 pack left of Union Force we're going to go through. I hope I've been able to help you guys with some draft ideas here. We'll open our last thing at the end, the raffle piece there, and we'll talk about the raffle one more time. And remember, if I get at least 10 people to subscribe and like off of this, we're going to throw that lightning fast hit into the raffle as well. Okay, our last pack here. Untouchable Many Cell Jr. is another one that I actually really like picking up in the draft, but I can often pass on it 1 or 2 times and still it'll come back to me. And Heartless Strike Frieza. You know, there was enough yellow here that I probably wouldn't have built it just because I don't do yellow as often, but you could have made a killer deck out of yellow if you'd had this draft packs that we were going from, especially if no one else was picking your stuff. So there's all our stuff. Let's go ahead and we're going to end with the big finale, see what is in the tournament pack we're giving away. We're going to set the lightning fast hit over to the side just to note that that could end up in our raffle as well. Again, how do we end up in the raffle here? All you guys have to do is subscribe to the video. After you subscribe to the video, like any Dragon Ball related videos I have between now and March 10th, and each time you like them, it'll be 1 entry. If I post 3 videos between now and then and you like 2 of them, that's 2 entries. If I post 5 videos and you like all 5, that's 5 entries. I'm going to try to get a lot of content posted this time, and the more I have people that are telling me or liking the videos, I'll know more of what videos I should post. Here we go. It's a blue I see from the corner. Oh. Energy Attack Trunks. Not necessarily one of the big ones I was hoping for, but it's a great card. So we're going to give away Energy Attack Trunks for sure. If we get at least 10 likes and 10 subscribers off this video, SPR Lightning Fast Hit is being put into the raffle also. I have 4 other cards already planned for the raffle as well that I'm going to announce over the next week, but you're going to have to wait to find out exactly what they are. I'll give you a hint though, they are all promos that I got at those GTS drafts I was telling you about earlier. It is a great chance to go in and get your promos and an awesome chance to draft. If you guys like limited format stuff, I recommend getting in on the Dragon Ball drafts here. So, once again, guys, I am Saccora with Pop Culture Theory. You guys can check me out on Patreon at patreon.com/Saccora. Toss me $1 on there so I can get some better equipment, do some better quality videos, and pick up some more stuff like this to do some more raffles for you guys. You don't have to give me $1 to get involved with the raffles, but giving me $1 will help me get more raffles in the future. And beyond that, we're really hoping to make this channel what you guys want to see. So let us know in the comments below whether you want to see more deck techs, market watches, or if you want more box openings and stuff like this. And we really want to be interactive. We're going to try to make this a channel where we are doing what you guys want to see, and we're going to be interacting back and forth with you, doing things like these raffles. So any way you can help, whether that's subscribing to the channel, liking the video, or tossing me $1 over on Patreon, all of those are going to help. And we really look forward to showing you guys more of what we've got going for this draft and for our giveaway that we're going to be doing in the future. I'm going to be covering a lot of stuff on the drafts, especially if they keep putting out more product for it, because draft is my home area. Now, that all being said, I am Saccora with Pop Culture Theory, and I will catch you all next time.